Welcome to the Advised Show, media with a common sense approach. Chris Brown is back in the news again. Now, this woman named Bailey Curran stated to the police that Chris Brown pointed a gun at her. So the police are going to go to his house to try to arrest him. Go ahead and show the clips.
And Mr. Chris Brown will be transported by RHC detectives to Robbery Homicide Division, where he is going to be booked for ADW, assault with a deadly weapon.
Detectives say there is enough proof that Brown pulled a gun on a woman inside his home just after 3 o'clock this morning. The woman who told police that Brown pulled a gun on her talked to TMZ. She said that there was someone inside the house selling jewelry and that Brown told her to stay away from the jewelry. And then he said for her to go outside.
What did I tell you, girls? I've been telling you over and over again. And then he pulled out the gun and he said, get the F out of here, and threatened me with it. And that's when I just left.
Just after noon, Brown's longtime attorney, Mark Garagos, arrived on the scene. He was escorted up to the house and didn't say anything to the media. He's no stranger to trouble. A few years ago, he was arrested and accused of beating up his then-girlfriend, Rihanna. There was a situation in Washington, D.C., and through it all, Garagos has been his attorney by his side.
Now, for years, these people have been targeting Chris Brown, and Chris Brown has not got the message. I don't understand what is wrong with you, Chris. These people been headhunting you. You even said in your own Instagram video, every 3 months is something with you. They always messing with you. This is what you admitting to. You can have a light bulb that pop up in your head and say, wait a minute, I think I'm being targeted. I need to move a little different. I don't need to have these females showing up at my house. If you want to do stuff with females, never bring them to your house. Take them to a hotel somewhere. Y'all do that way off your premises. Don't have them females at your house. Who does that? Females that belong at your house are the only ones that you're in relationships with. But the woman that called in on you, we all know you are in trouble. They probably gonna do more to you with this situation than Rihanna. Because let's call it what it is. Like I said on Twitter, this is a white woman calling on you. You know something's about to happen out of this. I mean, this kind of white woman is what the white man like. The blonde hair, colored eye, that's the apple of his eye. It don't matter how much she lie on you, because I heard her story. She claimed that Chris Brown's friends was there at his house, and Ray J and a few other ones. And a guy pulled out a thing of jewelry. He was going to sell some jewelry. She liked one of the watches. She said she liked it. She complimented the watch. A guy got upset with her that she complimented the watches, told Chris Brown about it. He pulls out a gun and started pointing at her by get out the house. Now, that doesn't make sense. So you mean to tell me if you like something and say, oh, that's a nice watch, the guy gonna get mad and Chris Brown gonna get a gun? That doesn't make a bit of sense. Not at all. But this is the story this chick is telling. She ran to TMZ like this to go do a whole interview. And it tells me right there, they was trying to set you up. Harvey Levin has a target on any black man in Hollywood. He wants to ruin black sports figures. That man don't like black people. We can see it. Every time something happens to a black man, he's right there to try to amp it up and make it more than what it is. And yet, Chris Brown, you sat there and set your own self up. Y'all black men need to understand something. We have a climate in this country. You can't fool these white women like that. I don't care how much they come forward you. You got to leave them alone. Because it is a target on your head when you fool white women, especially the ones that look like that. I don't want to hear your emails telling me how great your husband and your wife is. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to protect black men from not getting themselves killed or have a target. I've had white women write me constantly and told me that when they started dating black men, police was pulling them over and the police would ask them, are they okay? More than once. I've had more than white women tell me this. And I knew this. I told them right back. I said, this is what happens to black men if they date white women, because it's maybe not you that has no prejudice. It's those police, the Darren Wilsons of the world and all the other ones that's running around. They could be judges and whatever else. They want to target a black man. This is why the old people always said, don't bother with them because you can get killed. And it's still happening to this day. You just don't hear about it, which y'all going to learn. Because, you know, the thing is, if you like, lighter skin or something closer to that, I mean, we have that in our group. Or if you want to deal with another minority group, it's fine. That's what my grandmother told me growing up. She said, look, son, I know those young ladies, those white girls can look nice and that's fine. But if that white girl say something about you, they're going to believe her. They're not going to believe you no matter what you say. And you're going to be going to jail or worse. So it's best for you to not do that because I don't want to see nothing happen to you. And she said that. She said because it's totally different when you deal with black women or even women in different minority groups. They don't treat them the same way like they treat a white girl like in this situation. She's calling herself and all on her pamphlets the Queen of Hollywood. I'm pretty sure what kind of queen you are. Always up in these dudes' face. And then something go on and then all of a sudden now you the victim. Black men, you need to learn. You definitely need to learn. Some of you make videos on YouTube propping up these women. Some of y'all black men do that. But look what's happening to Chris Brown. Some of y'all don't even know half of the stories that go on in this country just because of accusations. Me personally, I wouldn't put myself in that situation. I never have. And it is what it is. I'm a realist. I know as a black man in America, I can't do certain things, or I don't want to put myself in harm's way enough to do certain things. But at the end of the day, do what you want to do. I'm just saying, just to think about it, black men, just think about it just a little bit, because the climate we are in this country, it's not good for us. They amped up the racism. It's amped up the white supremacy. Y'all can't put yourself in those kind of vices when this stuff is going on, especially if you're being targeted. You got to think better. So if something happened to Chris, you should learn the lesson. Hit me up in the comments, use the commentaries, subscribe.